So then, so for working, you wouldn't put it where the end is. You just draw the vertical line since the correct object.
Yeah, vertical line. It would go here. Line in between where?
Like, when do you know when to put the vertical line?
The vertical line is for the direct object of the verb.
Let me do this simply, Sam. I'll illustrate. Who's got the keyboard? Nick, type I threw the monkey. I'm not. It's made to be thrown. Look at it. It's a monkey ball.
What? Yes.
See?
No way, he's mine.
No. We don't want to give the monkey a name because that would give it a sense of its own importance, and we want to keep that monkey down. Hey, you know what? Second you give a monkey some freedom, some independence, and some amount of political responsibility, what do they start doing?
Running the
Throwing poo. And we don't want that. So it's monkey. There you go. Okay, I threw. Active verb. The monkey is what's receiving the action. It's what's being thrown. I drove the car. The car is the direct object. It's what's being driven. I threw the monkey. It's receiving the action of being thrown. Now the placement of a direct object, since it is a noun, it must find itself on a horizontal line. Notice the placement of the finds itself on the right-hand side of this vertical line because it's modifying monkey, not through. The vertical line right here, this vertical line is a sign that all sentence diagrammers know for a direct object. I know that means direct object. Notice that the line does not extend through, because what does a line extending through divide? Subject and predicate. So that would mean something else. So I do not extend it. Joey?
When you sentence diagram, every single word ends up in the diagram?
Thank you, Joey. Yes. Boom, 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 boom. Every single word, and you never repeat one unless it's repeated.
Even like the preamble stuff, every single word's in there?
Yeah, every single word's in the sentence diagram, otherwise you're wrong. In fact, one of the easiest ways for me to remove points on a student's sentence diagram in a quiz or a test is to see that they failed to diagram certain words. Every word must be accounted for.
I saw that preamble thing.
Pretty cool, huh?
So we didn't actually do that.
No, we're not finished. Let's see where we are. We have A, queen, B, dies. We have rest. We have will stop working. We have die. We have and. We're doing, oh, we have the, right. We're doing pretty well. In fact, we could probably complete most of this. Jenna?
Wait, so up the B's then go...
Now this was Abby's question earlier. Once again, I'm forecasting, but you guys want this knowledge, so I'll go there. Here's how to diagram a prepositional phrase. It's really easy. You place the preposition on the diagonal line below. The object of the preposition, that noun, once again, must find itself on a horizontal line, because that's what nouns are for. So you have to extend a horizontal line. That's it. Of, bees, the, connected to rest because it's modifying rest. Oh, seems to me like you have one word left that you can diagram. What is it? Where does it go? Brian?
What about when?
Correct.
What about when?
I'll, yeah.
So we don't have to know that diagramming preposition.
No.
I need to know
then you can look it up on that web resource. Hey, we still have 3 minutes left. We are continuing. Let me explain to you what I'm holding you accountable for right now and what I'm not holding you accountable for. First, I expect you to be able to identify simple subject and predicate. Now, as you can see with some of the mistakes the students made, it's not always cut and dried. So use some of the techniques that I showed you. If a noun phrase is part of a prepositional phrase, it's not the subject. Try to match subject and verb. So the noun and verb pair should make sense. So Bissinger is not using, or Bissinger using doesn't make sense. Bissinger is makes sense grammatically. And in this sentence, the bees are not working. So working cannot be your simple predicate. It must be stop, because that's what they're doing. So identify simple subject and predicate. Be able to identify when there are multiples in a single sentence. So find noun-verb pairs. Next, be able to diagram noun phrases. And noun phrases are simply diagrammed. That's what we're talking about here, where you have Queen and A dropping down from B because they modified the word be. And as I explained to Brian, it does not matter their order because the relationship that's important is the relationship between the adjective and the noun that it's modifying. So it must extend down from B. Thirdly, I can't even remember where I am. You must be able to identify and diagram verb phrases. Verb phrases are main verbs with helping verbs, no adverbs. If I negated it, what word would I add? Not. And if I had not stop, I would not include the not on that line. I would include it below. Why? What part of speech is not? It's an adverb. What words belong on horizontal lines? Nouns and verbs. That's it. And if any of you are looking at working and saying, Mr. Clarkson, you just contradicted yourself, working is a verb, not there it's not. It's a gerund, which acts as a noun.